hello. This is being recorded for posterity. If anybody actually shows up, I probably will not be looking at the chat because I've got only one window and it's hard to switch it between everything. So we're going to get right into it. This is This Week in AI News. First off, I want to thank everybody who follows me on Instagram. I hit 10,000 followers today. So went from 258 followers to 10,000 in about 2 months, a little over 2 months. So that's pretty cool. And enough of that noise. Let's see if this works if I press this. Ha, nope, wait. There we go. All right, let's get into it. Got one more window to switch over here. All right, first thing we're going to talk about, as I always do, is robotics. And Fourier unveils the first open source humanoid robot. What does that mean by open source? That means they're publicly sharing the complete hardware designs, assembly guides, and foundational control software, including BOM lists, which I don't know what that means, CAD files, sort of design files, I guess, and the operational code, which is now available on GitHub. So you could literally build your own robot today. How cool is that? It is 1.3 meters tall, so about what? A little over 3 feet, close to 4 feet maybe. And it runs 3.5 meters per second, which is like close to 9, I guess. Anyway, let's see this thing in action. I'm gonna mute the audio. So here it is running with a baseball cap. Is it gonna be faster than Homeboy? That doesn't seem to be 3.5 meters per second, but what do I know? Okay, fine. All right, now this is pretty cool. It's gonna start playing soccer. Check out my boy kicking that ball. If this is China, China's come a long way. It looks pretty nice, man. China is kicking our butt in the AI world. Look at this thing, man. It's open source. Score. So yeah, so you can build this apparently and have this in your house, kicking soccer balls and such. I want one, so somebody can get me this for Christmas maybe. Let's see what else it can do. It can walk, blah, blah, blah. It can do that. Stand up. And it's still wearing a baseball cap. All right, what is it doing here? Nice balancing. And I guess it shows the ramp ability. Very cool. And I think it shows steps as well later at some point here. There we go. So, world's first open source humanoid robot. USA, what are you guys doing? Because China is smoking us, because I live in America. Bro, this is incredible. So I want this for my birthday. So somebody please make me that guy. All right, moving right along, because I'm going to try to finish this in half an hour today, not go late. I'm always late. World's first wireless bionic hand remotely controlled by Amputee. And again, I'm going to keep the volume off so I don't get like copyright nonsense. Oh, this is weird. Oh my God. It's like something out of, I don't know, some kind of movie. This girl's super cool. She got sick and she lost her limbs, but she's got a super cool attitude. Look at that. Look at that. I've got all my arms and fingers, 2 arms, 2 fingers. I have all of that, yet I want bionic remote control wireless hands. Knock on wood. I mean, knocked on wood. That's by choice and not because I got my freaking hand bitten off by a shark or something like that. So yeah, First wireless bionic hand remotely controlled by Amputee. We are living in the future, guys. It is crazy. And if you think that's not crazy enough, wait till I show you that you can also now soon talk to your dolphin. Yes, Dolphin Gemma. So let's watch this. I will unmute it. There we go.
I've been waiting for this for 40 years.
Denise has the world's largest collection of dolphin vocalizations. I'm a research scientist at Google DeepMind. Dolphin Gemma is the first LLM trained to try to understand dolphin language.
Dolphin Gemma will input sounds.
Once a dolphin starts doing a vocalization like a whistle, it can try to complete the end of it.
When you're doing a Google search, right, it's finishing your sentence, right?
Dolphin Gemma has Denise's data and sort of encapsulates the...
All right, you guys can watch the video on your own, the full thing. I just wanted to show you a little piece of that. But yeah, so it's going to take in all this, years, decades of dolphin communication data and try to decipher whether dolphins have like words, like language. I'm sure they do. And I'm sure also once they figure out the dolphin talk, you're going to be able to talk to Fluffy or Rover, aka your dog, or maybe even your cat, although cats are pretty antisocial, so I don't know if they're going to want to reveal their language secrets to humans. But dogs are going to be all over this. They're going to be like, change my water bowl, feed me, take me for a walk now. So coming soon to your local pet store, I'm sure your Petco is going to be offering little translator things for your pets. Freaking nuts. What year are we? 2025? Insane. Well, what is powering all this? If you haven't been paying attention, we're kind of in a trade war right now with China. And one of the risk factors is that China wants Taiwan. It's a little island right off of the coast of mainland China, and there's been a contentious relationship between the mainland and Taiwan over sovereignty. China's like, you belong to us. Taiwan's like, nah. But there's always this underlying tension or fear that China's just going to roll over and take it over. Who knows? But in order to kind of safeguard against all of our chips being sequestered in a takeover of Taiwan, if you don't know, TSMC is one of the biggest chip makers in the world, if not the biggest, not sure. But they are based in Taiwan, and now they are opening a plant with NVIDIA, actually several plants in the USA. So NVIDIA AI supercomputers are coming to the US. In Arizona, they're making Blackwell chips in Arizona and AI supercomputers in Texas. Guys, this is massive. Why? Well, number one, it guarantees that we have a supply of chips even if China takes over Taiwan. It's kind of like, when you have choice, you have freedom. So this gives us a choice, and it gives us the freedom to be out of China's under their thumb if they eventually take over Taiwan, which is probably likely. And it gives us a competitive edge. Also, and I've always said this since day one, yes, AI is going to demolish entire industries, entire workforces, but it's also going to create jobs and economic prosperity like we've never experienced before, and this is a case in point. NVIDIA's venture is expected to produce trillions in economic growth and hundreds of thousands of jobs. So if you were a graphic designer, now you can go work for NVIDIA and do something over there. So fear not, there'll be a transition period, but it'll all work out. All right, how am I doing my time? Oh, I'm smoking. 6:10. All right. In more practical terms, I just saw this about half an hour before this, so I haven't really delved in, and I'm not going to because I don't know how much this thing costs and whatnot. It says start now for free, but I'm sure that the process of getting it set up is going to take a while, more than I'm going to invest right now during this live stream. So this is omakase.ai. I don't know how to pronounce that. Omakase. Omakase. I don't know. Turn your website into a voice-powered sales agent. Pretty cool. So, in brief, this will automate the process of creating a voice-powered sales agent for your website. And it says start now for free. I ain't clicking that. I'm going to go through their marketing material and just show you that right quick. So you type in your website here. Yeah. Hang on one segundo. Yeah, we're good. And it will scan all of your documents, all of your marketing collateral, everything you have on your website, and create a voice agent trained on your site specifically, and it talks. So let's watch this little video. Yes, chatbots do suck.
Boom. Hi, how can I help you today?
Hi Emily, I'm looking to purchase some new makeup products. Can you recommend me some of your more popular products?
Absolutely, I'd recommend trying our Granda Mascara for volumizing lashes and Granda Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper for a fuller pout. Great choice. Would you like more information about the volumizing and lengthening Granda Mascara?
Can you tell me more about the ingredients in this?
Sure. Granda Mascara is infused with conditioning peptides.
This actually looks really great. Thank you so much for the recommendations.
Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
All right, looks pretty dope, man. Looks pretty dope. So it's at omakase, omakase.ai, and you enter the URL of your website. It'll start scraping everything, and apparently it makes a demo right there. You test the thing. There's some kind of a demo feature. Then you can fine-tune things. So I'm assuming you can add more documents, adjust the kind of voice that you want, yada yada, not blah bing. And then apparently it's really easy. Some little script that you will go to your web host. Let's say you have WordPress. I'm sure there'll be some kind of either a plugin or just a script that you insert somewhere in the header, footer, or whatever. Not hard. And you will have an agent on your website. I'm actually looking to implement this on one of my e-commerce sites. I sell shirts and crap on one of them, so I might do that this week. We'll see. What can it do? Engages customers across voice, chat, visuals, and on-site browsing. Our AI understands page context and adapts in real time. That's freaking neat, man. The one thing that they don't have, which irritates me, is there's no pricing information. So this could be per use, pennies per use, or it could be $500 a month, and I have no idea. So that's another reason why I didn't want to log in and then run a test, because I'm like, I don't know how much this thing is going to cost. So they need to use omakase.ai on their own freaking website so that I can ask these questions. But I digress. Anything else I need to get into here? No, that's all I'm going to talk about this. I just thought it was pretty neat. And since it has been mentioned that I should also apply, I should also feature some more practical business things in addition to my UFC fighting robots and bionic wireless hands. The pie in the sky stuff, I should do some business stuff as well. I decided to pop this up this week. Omakase.ai looks promising. Next, man, I am flying through. I am so proud of myself. Let me just check on this thing. I'm checking my OBS right now. Excellento. All right. Moving right along. Man, I'm really excited about this omakase thing. I hope it's not expensive. This thing is more for the artists, the graphic people. I haven't figured out a use case for business people, but a new feature for Krea.ai, that's Krea.ai, is Stage, 3D scene editor with AI generated meshes. We are going to dive into here. I have a few credits. I don't know how long of a demo I can give here before I run out of credits. But apparently this creates a 3D world. If you're familiar with Blender or similar products, Maya, they create 3D meshes and 3D environments. You can spin around and make things move and all kind of crap. So I understand that this just does it with text prompts, and it's supposed to be pretty cool, and it just launched this week. So let's create something. Let's create a retail store that sells, what are we selling, guys? Women's fashion. With a simple, clean layout. Can I tell a couple of salespeople? No idea. I've never used this. So we're discovering this together. It's fun. I don't know what this. Generate a skybox for your scene. No idea what that is. Generate objects for your scene. I don't know what the hell that is either. I'm just gonna hit generate. Asking me all these questions. Just new. I'm new. Generating scene. So how are you guys? While we're waiting. Generating skybox. Ooh. Press W to move forward. I don't know what I'm looking at. Press W to move forwards. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I don't know, but we have a little toy store here. And then we have this big old picture. I don't get it. I don't get it. Where'd my little toys go? There we go. There we go. Oh my God, it's got two people though. So whoa. Oh, it's generating meshes. I'm just impatient. See, generating meshes is doing. This is pretty freaking cool, man. It's doing things. So 2 more meshes. Generating 1 more mesh. It's got my 2 salespeople. Insane. Can I move like objects? Dude, that's freaking cool. Yo. Dude. A contemporary chair with a molded blah 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 blah. Oh man. I gotta do a deep dive on this sucker. What is all this? Okay, I don't want to see this freaking thing. Press W to move forwards. Okay, I got it. Go away. Go away. All right, what happens if I click on Homeboy? All right, so I've got this guy and I've got this guy. Can I move him out? Whoa, I'll move this guy forward. Really wild. I can't believe this is just a text prompt and I got this. Let's make him float in the air. Okay, this is, I don't know why this is very, very blurry and pixelated, but I'm sure I could do a much better job once I actually read the documentation instead of just screwing around. All right, what is this? Stage, assets, edit, enhancer, image. Okay, I'm scared to press that. And what can I do with this chair? All right, so I have a basic store. I'm not sure what this background thing is doing. So I can control the position of things. Now I think I saw somewhere where I can rig this guy like a puppet. Rig mesh. Which would mean I could like move him around like his arm and his head. Let's see if this works. If this works, yet another thing that I have to spend countless hours exploring, and I have no time. But I'm going to do it anyways. Let's move this guy over here, away from this. Press W to move forward. Can I get rid of this thing? Press W to move forward. W to, oh, ow. All right, homeboy. We're still rigging the mesh. And I'm doing good on time. I think the rest of the time will be spent on this, although I did want to show something in Notebook LM if I have time, but probably not. Okay, oh, I can scale him up or make him, can I scale him up and down? Yeah. Whoa. After I rig the mesh, I'm going to exit the demo. I just wanted to show this. This is pretty crazy. All right, so what are the use cases? I have no idea. A game, a website. If I could rig this guy, though, then I can make characters. Object, camera, world. Lighting. How about night? Day, night. Okay, so it's affecting the lighting on the furniture, I see. Okay, and down here I have the ability to select the individual items, I guess. I don't know. I should probably read the instructions, but I'm not going to. And this is taking probably too long. I'm boring the heck out of anybody who's watching this. All 1.5 of you. All right, so I'm gonna leave this, but this is Krea AI Stage. It is a text prompt to, what is happening over here? Hello, what is going on? I did not see this before. This guy DJing, what is happening? What is happening? What are you doing? This poor mannequin. I thought it was DJing. Good. It looks like a DJ. Let's make him a DJ. And it's got all kinds. What is happening here? I'm not sure what that is. Oh! I've been pressing his button. I've been pressing these guys like a fool, and apparently I've created all these things all stacked up. Oh. All right. This thing is still rigging mesh. I ain't gonna mess with this anymore. I would like to close this and see how many credits I used in doing that, so I can show you guys. And I've used all 100% of my daily credits. So this is the reason why it's not working anymore, because I've used up all my freaking credits. So that was cute. That was fun. Krea AI gives you a very, very small amount of free use, and then you're done. So I'm done. Bye. The last thing I wanted to show was in Notebook LM, they've added the Discover feature, which means if you don't have sources, like you haven't downloaded PDFs or created PDFs, or don't have any idea what YouTube videos to search for, right in here, you can hit Discover Sources and say, what was I talking about last time? Stock options. I want to learn about advanced stock option trading ideas, and submit, and let's see what happens when I do that. So it gives me a bunch of recommendations. 10 sources selected. Let's import. See what happens. God, it's making it so easy. Now, of course, once this is done, say you wanted to learn about anything, astrophysics and Einstein's theory of relativity, how to build a business from scratch. Use Discover, pull these sources in, add whatever other sources you want, and then once it's done importing, it should be quick, hit your deep dive conversation right over here, which generates a blog, a podcast, and you can also create a study guide, briefing doc, fact, and learn all about this amazing stuff. So let's see, let's test something. Explain stock options like I am 10 years old. It's only going to ask these, it's only going to reference these sources. Imagine you have a special ticket that lets you decide if you want to buy something, like a toy, at a specific price. Even if the price of that toy goes up later. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Call option. Put option. Call option is like having a coupon to buy a video game at a set price in the future. I like this explanation. Put option is like having a voucher to sell your old comic book to a specific store at a set price in the future. Okay, nice. That's cool. I like that. And then let's create a blog post with 700 words that explain all the basic concepts of stock options trading. Make it SEO friendly with H1 and H2 tags and a strong CTA to buy my stock option trading course. Let's see, what do we get? I spell everything wrong, but it's okay. Shoot, it did it as like formatted with the header tags. It's pretty cool. Oh dang, this is cool. So it's got my headers. I don't know if it's 700 words. It looks kind of small. Oh, here, yeah, here's all the words. There's many words, and it is formatted like something you would plug into an HTML field in like WordPress. So what else do we have? Shoot, this is pretty cool. And then it's got my CTA. I keep telling you, Notebook LM is freaking amazing. It took, I didn't have to look for these sources. I said discover. It looked up all these sources for me, recommended them. I imported them, and now I get to manipulate. I get to learn and query that data. There we go. How about an FAQ? Generate an FAQ. All right, let's see. What is a long straddle? And what is outlook price? Dang, dude. I used to write this kind of content, and I charged like $200-300 per article. And this stuff just, wow. Anyway, this was this week's episode. I went a little all over the place, but I did want to show both pie in the sky things and some practical things for business. Hopefully I achieve that. And I really will focus on learning OBS better so I don't keep with the dead air and all this crap. But thank you guys for tuning in or watching this on a replay. Wait. Ha ha, look at that transition. And I'll see you all next week, 6:29, so I am even under 30 minutes. I love myself. Bye.